Welcome back to DC Today. We're continuing our conversation with Al, and you've had some pretty phenomenal guests on your show. And let's just first talk about Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison and what insight did he bring to all of this?
Yeah, I mean, Keith Ellison really spoke eloquently about the issues of holding police accountable. He talked a lot about the fact that, you know, like we were saying earlier, is that many times we see what happens with these police officers from video, and then when it comes to the courtroom, it's really hard to convict the police officers. So he talked about that. He understood the issues there. We also talked about police unions and how he believes in unions, but he also thinks that when it comes to discipline and to cops with bad behavior, that unions shouldn't be protecting them. So it was a really good conversation.
And also, I believe, to jurors, why are jurors so hesitant to actually convict cops, especially when there's video evidence?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different ways to look at that. I think that one of the issues here is that most juries, I think the numbers back this up, that most juries tend to have majority white people, right? Mm-hmm. And I think that white communities have a very different relationship with police departments. And I think that when they don't have the context, everything that we consume as media, like if you see any show with cops in it, cops are always portrayed in this one way, is like they're trying to solve the crime, they're helping the community, they're good guys. Even when there's one bad cop, the rest of the department is good, you know? And so like, I think what it does is it reinforces in people's minds that like they are here for law and order, and that's a good thing. And also it's the subtext of race in America. Ta-Nehisi Coates once said that, like, you know, we can't be mad at the police. I'm paraphrasing here. We can't be mad at the police because the police are just doing what society wants them to do.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I agree wholeheartedly with it, you know?
So, you know, just not maybe rethinking how police departments operate, but you're supposed to, especially if you're on trial, be afforded a jury of your people as well.
Absolutely. And we also have to make change in white communities that don't quite understand what's going on in Black communities. It's really great that like everybody is putting up these signs that say Black Lives Matter and white silence is violence. I was walking through a really nice neighborhood the other day, and I saw these signs that said white silence is violence. And I just thought, do they understand that the people that put that up, that they are living in a neighborhood that Black people were not allowed to buy in and that banks wouldn't sell in. And basically like you living in that house is white silence. It's such a deeper conversation and harder and uncomfortable because I think what happens is that when white people hear those kind of words, they feel like I worked hard for everything that I have. And they did, you know, and so it challenges their personal narrative of how they got the things that they have.
Al, again, thank you so much. Really appreciate having you on, and stay safe out there and just keep doing what you're doing. We really appreciate it.
You too. Thank you so much.
We want to thank each and every one of you for watching us this morning on DC Today. And as always, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, you can always find a reason to smile.
Wow, this is better than wow. Sometimes you can't just say wow, like that's like wow, that's the no. Nigerians, we're extra suya seasoning on us, extra sauce. You can't just say wow. We have to say Ise wow, hey, Ise wow. Maybe my book came out and it got on #1 on the New York Times bestsellers list. Bamboozled by Jesus, How God Tricked Me into the Life of My Dreams. Ise wow, you know? It's a wow. You can also use this when things are incredibly bad. So it goes the opposite way. When something really, really bad happens, like Ise wow.